This video is only for education purpose and entertainment, so make sure you watch till the end and drop your thoughts in the comments because what we are about to talk about today could completely shake up the National League and maybe the entire MLB landscape. MLB shocker alert, Dodgers eye Sandy Alcantara trade, and the big question everyone is asking, what does this mean for Shohei Ohtani? If you are a real Dodgers fan, hit that like button right now and subscribe to the channel because we are breaking down every angle of this rumor, every possible trade package, and exactly how this move could change the future of Los Angeles baseball. So let's get straight into it. The Los Angeles Dodgers have never been shy about making bold moves. This is the same organization that signed Shohei Ohtani to that record-breaking deal, the same front office that consistently pulls off deadline steals, and the same franchise that thinks in championships, not just playoff appearances. When their name is linked to a pitcher like Sandy Alcantara, you know this is not just random noise. Sandy Alcantara is not just any pitcher. We are talking about a former Cy Young winner, a true ace, a workhorse in an era where workhorses barely exist anymore. When healthy and locked in, he has the ability to dominate lineups, go deep into games, and completely shift a postseason series on his own. That kind of arm does not become available often. So when rumors start swirling that the Dodgers are monitoring his situation, fans and analysts immediately start connecting the dots. Now let's think about where the Dodgers are right now. With Shohei Ohtani in the lineup, the offense is already dangerous. Ohtani changes the entire vibe of a batting order. Pitchers approach games differently when they know he is coming up. He creates pressure every single inning. But here's the thing people sometimes forget. The Dodgers did not bring Ohtani to Los Angeles just to put up regular season highlights. They brought him to win World Series titles. And to win a World Series, especially in today's MLB, you need elite pitching depth. Shohei Ohtani is recovering on the pitching side. Even if he returns to the mound at full strength, the Dodgers cannot rely solely on him to anchor the rotation. October baseball is brutal. Rotations shrink, pressure rises, and matchups get intense. Imagine a playoff series where the Dodgers can roll out Ohtani and Sandy Alcantara. This is where the rumor starts to feel less crazy and more strategic. The Miami Marlins have been in a complicated position. When you have a talent like Alcantara, but the team around him is not consistently competing for a championship, you have to start asking hard questions. Do you build around him long-term, or do you maximize his value in a blockbuster deal? The Dodgers, with one of the deepest farm systems and a willingness to spend, are always lurking when that type of question appears. And let's be honest, the Dodgers have the pieces to make a serious offer. We are talking about top-tier prospects, young controllable players, maybe even a surprise name that shocks the fan base. The Dodgers front office has shown time and time again that no one is truly untouchable if the return is right. That is how aggressive championship windows operate. But let's shift the focus back to Ohtani for a second, because that is where this gets really interesting. Shohei Ohtani did not sign in Los Angeles just for sunshine and endorsements. He wants to build a legacy. He wants rings. He wants to be remembered, not just as a two-way phenomenon, but as a champion. If the Dodgers front office signals that they are willing to go all in by pursuing Sandy Alcantara, that sends a message directly to Ohtani. We are serious about maximizing your prime. Imagine being in the clubhouse and hearing that management is pushing to add a Cy Young caliber arm to the rotation. That kind of move energizes a team. It tells every player in that locker room that ownership and the front office believe this is the year. From a baseball standpoint, Alcantara brings something the Dodgers sometimes lack in big moments: a bulldog mentality on the mound. He attacks hitters. He works fast. He goes deep into games. In the postseason, when bullpens get overexposed, having a starter who can give you 7 or 8 strong innings is gold. Pair that with a lineup featuring Ohtani, and suddenly the Dodgers are not just contenders, they are overwhelming. Of course, every blockbuster trade has risk. Alcantara has dealt with injury concerns. Giving up elite prospects can hurt long-term flexibility, and there is always the chemistry question. But this is the Dodgers we are talking about. They evaluate risk better than almost anyone in baseball. If they are seriously exploring this, it means they believe the upside outweighs the danger. If he returns fully healthy and dominant, the Dodgers could manage his innings more strategically if Alcantara is in the fold. Instead of forcing Ohtani to carry a massive workload, they could stagger starts, manage rest, and protect their biggest investment. That is huge. Keeping Ohtani healthy over the length of his contract is priority number one. In that sense, trading for Alcantara is not just about adding another ace. It is about protecting Shohei Ohtani. Think about that for a second. One superstar pitcher helps safeguard another superstar pitcher. That is next-level roster construction. Now let's talk playoff scenarios because that is where Dodger fans' minds always go. Imagine Game 1 of the NLCs. Sandy Alcantara on the mound. Game 2, Shohei Ohtani. Game 3, another established veteran. By the time you reach Game 4, the opposing lineup is exhausted, guessing, and overwhelmed. That is how championships are built. And we cannot ignore the marketing and media side either. Ohtani already brings global attention. Adding a pitcher like Alcantara would amplify the spotlight. Every start becomes an event. Every series feels bigger. From a business standpoint, it is a dream scenario. But at the core of this, it is about winning. Shohei Ohtani's prime years are precious. You cannot waste them. If the Dodgers believe Sandy Alcantara increases their championship probability significantly, they have to consider pulling the trigger. So what would it cost? Likely multiple top prospects, maybe a young major leaguer, and possibly financial flexibility. The Marlins would demand a king's ransom. And they should. You do not trade a Cy Young winner for pennies. This is the kind of move that changes narratives. Instead of talking about whether the Dodgers have enough pitching depth, the conversation becomes how do you even score against them in October? So Dodger fans, here is the big question for you. Would you trade multiple top prospects for Sandy Alcantara if it means maximizing Shohei Ohtani's championship window? Drop your answer in the comments right now, because if this deal happens, we might look back at it as the moment the Dodgers truly went all in on a dynasty. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because we are covering every Dodgers rumor, every Shohei Ohtani update, and every